Hello, and welcome back to Bay Area Housewife of True Crime, where I like to tell the stories of the real cucuys and lloronas of the world. We are at the last and final part of the Manling Williams case. As a reminder, topics may be triggering. Viewer and listener discretion is very strongly advised. The people mentioned are innocent until proven guilty in court. At Ling's trial, her so-called besties were called to the stand. Melanie Ramirez said that Ling had expressed feeling forced into a marriage when she unexpectedly and accidentally became pregnant with Neil's child. Another so-called bestie and former roommate of the Williamses named Jacqueline Bailey testified that she witnessed Neil and Ling fight nearly every single day. But she was shocked about the murders because she thought Ling loved her children very much. Ling's sister, Shang Ling Zhang, testified that Ling had been acting differently in the months leading to the murders. Shun added that Ling would call her in the middle of the night just to talk, and that was very unlike her. At the sentencing part of her case, her criminal defense attorneys Tom Altheas and Heidi Tagakushi lawyered that Ling should get life instead of the death penalty. They added that Ling was not a calculated murderer, but that she made a sudden mistake. That is a quote, and really, did the mistake being sudden stop after the first or second murder, or did it stop being sudden in the last? Thankfully, Los Angeles County District Attorneys Stacy Okun-Weiss and Pat Couch reminded the judge that this calculated murderer put on latex gloves prior to stabbing her husband 97 times. The trial lasted 6 weeks. The jury of 6 men and 6 women deliberated for 8 hours and came back with a guilty verdict. Manling Williams was finally convicted of 3 counts of first-degree murder, with added special circumstances of lying in wait and her choice of weapons for killing her husband and 2 young babies on August 6th and 7th of 2007. The jury was unable to agree on whether she deserved life in prison or the death penalty, and in January of 2011, a second jury was brought in and they recommended that Manling Williams should be put to death. As of this recording, she is rotting in prison on death row, where she belongs. Neil Williams was 27 years old, Devin was 7, and Ian was 3 years old. May their lives never be forgotten. Got most of this information by a book titled Baby Killer, an anthology of true crime by Diane Thorsten. We've reached the end of today's episode at Bay Area Housewife of True Crime. Thank you so much for coming down the rabbit hole where I currently live. Stay tuned for the next episode on the next case. Make sure to follow me on all socials by the same handle, except my IG is bayarea.housewife. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, TikTok, and of course here on YouTube at Bay Area Housewife of True Crime. If you like my content, do me a solid and rate my show wherever you listen. As always, I accept and respect your opinions. I welcome all comments, questions, suggestions, etc. Call me, beat me at yayareahousewife@gmail.com. I'll see you chismosas y chismosos in the next. Adios.